children, today we will see 10th standard civics unit 1 Indian Constitution. As a learning objective, they have given 6th of the learning objective. First one, to know about making of Indian Constitution. Second one, to know salient features of Indian Constitution. Third one, understand the fundamental rights and duties. Fourth, to know directive principles of state policy. Fifth, center and state relationship. The last one is emergency provision. So these are the 6 objectives we are going to see in this Indian Constitution lesson. As an introduction, Indian Constitution is the fundamental law of a country. So all the countries, they used to have a fundamental law of a country. That only is called as a constitution. It reflects the fundamental principles which the government based in our country. It is a vehicle of nation's progress. So each one of the nations also have the progress. So that progress depends upon the constitution only. It is a particular concerned with distribution of powers between various organ of the government, union as well as in the state level. So we are having a different union, 7 union and the state also. So here also we can see the various organ of the government. The last one is the concept of constitution was first origin from the US. Next slide heading we will see making of Indian Constitution. So for what purpose they have framed the Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India formed by Constituent Assembly set up under the Cabinet Mission Plan. It was held 1946. So the first one, the Constitution of India formed by Constituent Assembly set up under the Cabinet Mission Plan 1946. This assembly consisted of 389 members. That 389 members from provinces 292, and the second one from the states level 93 members. Fourth one, Chief Commission provinces number 3. The last one is from Balochistan number 1. So altogether 389 members we can see in the assembly consisted. This assembly held at first meeting on December 9, 1946. During that meeting, temporary president named Dr. Sachidananda Sinha. While the work was in progress, he died. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad was selected as a president, and the vice president, 2 of the members, one H.C. Mukherjee and the V.T. Krishnamachari was selected as a vice president. This assembly met for 11 sessions along 166 days. During this discussion, amendments were created. 2,473 amendments were made, but some of the amendments only accepted. The assembly worked through various committees. Drafted of constitution was prepared by drafting committee under the leadership of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was considered as the father of Indian Constitution. After the drafted has been made, discussed by in front of the people, press and provincial assembly and others also. Finally, it was adopted November 26, 1949. It contained, this constitution contained a preamble, 22 parts, 365 articles, 8 schedules. So these are the things contained in our Indian Constitution. So this constitution come into force 26 January 1950. So it came into force 26 January 1950. This day only we are celebrating our Republic Day. Next slide heading we will go to salient features of Indian Constitution. So what are all the features we can see in our Indian Constitution? Some of the key points I have written here. First one is lengthiest. So when we compare to the other country also, our Indian Constitution only is the most lengthiest constitution. Second one, we can see most of the provisions borrowed from various countries. Various countries' constitution we borrowed our provisions. Third point, I have mentioned here rigid as well as flexible. So rigid means what? In Tamil we can say kadinama irukkuradhu. Flexible means valaindu kodukadhu like a rubber band. So our constitution sometimes has to be rigid as well as flexible towards their people or the citizen. So next, federal and parliamentary forms of government we can see in a Indian constitution. Fifth point, we can see secular nation. So what is mean by secular nation? In India, we can see different variety of communities and religious and belief people we can see. So India is called as a salient feature of secular nation. The next one is independent judiciary. So in India, we can see all over the nation, we can see the independently judiciary. Next one is universal adult franchise. So what is mean by universal adult franchise? Each one of the citizen of India who attain 18 years above, they are right to put a vote, and they have the right to select their representative. So that is called as a universal adult franchise. The last point is single citizenship. Along with that single citizenship, we can see it make special provisions to 3 people. One is minorities, and the second one is scheduled caste, the last one is scheduled tribes. So these are the salient features we can see in our Indian constitution. We will see preamble. So preamble means what? Introduction. இப்போ ஒரு essay எழுத போறோம் அப்படின்னா இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். இல்ல தமிழ்ல வந்து ஒரு கட்டுரை எழுத போறீங்கன்னா என்ன இருக்கும்? முதல்ல முன்னுரை அப்படின்றது கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். So the same way in our Indian constitution also we can see the preamble. So that preamble consisted of, first one is ideals, objectives and basic principles. So what is mean by objectives? நோக்கம் அப்படின்னு ஒன்று இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? எந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தையும் நம்ம செய்ய போறோம்னா நோக்கம் அப்படின்னு இருக்கும். So that only is a contained, and this is called as a preamble. So it has a great value. So what this preamble used to say? It used to give all the great values of the Indian constitution. It is based on objective resolution. It drafted by Jawaharlal Nehru. It was adopted by Constituent Assembly on January 26, 1947. In 1996, which added a new words called 3. First one is socialist, the second one is secular, the third one is integrity. So what is mean by socialist? In Tamil we can say Samadharmam. Secular nation means mother sarbatra nadu. The last one is integrity, நேர்மை. So these are the 3 words added in 1996 in preamble. The next, this preamble begins with we the people of India. The first word they have started with the we the people of India in preamble. So it reflects, we can say that the people of India are the sources of Indian constitution. Next we will see the states that of Indian constitution: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and the republic. So in Tamil we can say sovereign, இறையாண்மை, கடவுள் பற்று அதிகமா இருக்கிறது. Socialist, சமதர்மம். Secular, மதசார்பற்ற நாடு, இதை ஏற்கனவே நம்ம பார்த்துக்கோம். Next, democratic, ஜனநாயகம் மிகுந்த நாடு. Republic, குடியரசு. So all these 5 things states in preamble. Next, it aims to socially, economically and political justice it used to give to our Indian citizen. Our constitution guarantees liberty of thought, liberty of expression, liberty of belief, liberty of faith. The last one is worship to all. So in India we can see different variety of community people and have their own belief. They have the liberty of worship to their God as their own. The last, equality and the fraternity. So what is mean by equality? Equality means சமத்துவம், எல்லாருமே ஒண்ணா சமமா இருக்கோம் அப்படின்றத சொல்லலாம். The next one we will see the fraternity as a last one. So what is mean by fraternity? It wants to promote fraternity among all Indians. So what is the meaning of fraternity? Fraternity means sagodratvam. In our pledge also we used to say all Indians are my brothers and sisters. That only reflects the fraternity. The next side heading will see the citizenship. So what is mean by citizenship? Kudi urimai. The word citizen derived from Latin word civis. It means resident of a city state. Our constitution provides 2 types of citizenship. One is single citizenship, the another one is uniform citizenship. So 2 types of citizenship is there. One is single and the another one is uniform.